You are in a pull request at 6 p.m. The agent has fixed the bug, updated the tests, and generated a clean explanation. Everything looks impressive. Then someone asks, can we reconstruct exactly what it changed if this breaks production? Your cursor hovers over approve. You reread the diff one more time. That is the moment when a successful demo has to prove it is production ready. This is lesson 5 in the Claude Code production agent course, the production definition. If you want the full numbered course, subscribe now. This is the lesson where the earlier ideas become a practical readiness standard. In lesson 1, we learned that agents are loops, not magic boxes. In lesson 2, we learned that Claude Code is a set of operating surfaces, not just an IDE tool. In lesson 3, we learned that model choice follows workload shape. In lesson 4, we learned that context is a budget, not memory. The lesson learned last time was that context discipline is a reliability technique that matters today because a production agent needs more than a good answer. It needs evidence that the work can be controlled. The pain point is the word production. People use it too casually. An agent works once in a demo, and suddenly it is described as production ready. But one successful run is evidence of possibility, not evidence of repeatability. For this course, a production agent is not defined by autonomy, it is defined by control. If you remember one sentence from this lesson, remember this. If you cannot observe it, reverse it, evaluate it, govern it, and change it safely, it is not production yet. There are 5 production properties. First, observable. You can see what happened. Second, reversible. You can undo or contain damage. Third, evaluable. You can judge quality against a standard. Fourth, governable. Permissions, approvals, and boundaries are explicit. Fifth, change controlled. Updates to prompts, tools, models, and policy can be reviewed. That is the map. 5 properties, 1 readiness standard. A production agent is like a junior operator in a regulated environment. Talent is welcome, but talent does not replace supervision, logs, rollback, tests, and permission boundaries. If a human operator needed oversight for the task, the agent needs an operating model too. The visible artifact for this lesson is the 5-property readiness rubric. Use red, amber, and green scoring. Observable. Can we reconstruct the run? Reversible. Can we roll back or contain the change? Evaluable. Do we know what good looks like? Governable. Are permissions and approvals explicit? Change controlled. Can we safely update the workflow? Imagine an agent that updates release notes. If it only drafts text and a human reviews it, the risk is lower. Now imagine an agent that edits production configuration. That workflow needs stronger observability, rollback, evals, permissions, and change control. The same model may be involved, but the production standard is different. The common mistake is calling a demo production because it worked once. The second mistake is assuming autonomy is the goal. Autonomy is not the goal. Reliable delegation is the goal. An agent can be useful while still being supervised. In many enterprise workflows, that is exactly the point. Let us recap Lesson 5. In Lesson 1, we learned the loop. In Lesson 2, we learned the operating surfaces. In Lesson 3, we learned model choice by workload shape. In Lesson 4, we learned context as a budget. In Lesson 5, we defined production with 5 properties: observable, reversible, evaluable, governable, and change controlled. The core rule again: if you cannot observe it, reverse it, evaluate it, govern it, and change it safely, it's not production yet. The lesson learned is this: production AI is less about maximum autonomy and more about trusted delegation. The agent can be powerful, but the operating system around it has to be stronger than the demo. Subscribe for the full Claude Code Production Agent course. We are building one practical decision at a time so you can make better choices when agents touch real work. In Lesson 6, we start building the primitive stack in detail, beginning with tools, the hands of the agent.